What's up YouTube? Today we're going to look at another vintage transmitter from Futaba. That retro logo is pretty cool, isn't it? With the dots. Actually almost looks modern again. This is the FPT6JN and this is a pretty high-end handset from back in the day, as you can see. Really nice premium feel with that brushed aluminium face and the black plastics. Right, let's get some basic specs. I'll get you the weight of it. And that's coming in at 953 grams. The width of it is a pretty boxy shape, so it's about 193 millimeters wide. It's about 19.5 tall, and it does give a full square shape with the carry handle protecting the aerial, which is a feature we could all appreciate. That protects your switches and your aerial to have your carry handle like that. And the depth is about 60 without the sticks and 93 with them. So look, we've got 6 channels, some nice numbered analog trims. I do like that white line. Helps you at a glance or quickly get your center point, and if you listen to that, it's got a really nice accurate clicking feel to it. I personally appreciate these analog trims quite a lot, because if you're flying and you do feel you need a bit of trim somewhere, being able to just put your thumb down and get a click on the other way, click on the other way, you can really feel that quickly, and you don't have to think too much about it or look at anything or use your visuals. You can just get your thumb onto it and back on the stick and do it. So they're really nice, and they feel really quality. The gimbals are smooth. They're plastic supported, but there's no play, and they've got that really quality Futaba feel to them, which is how they made their name. The sticks are quite long. They're pretty sticks with all that nailed aluminium in them for nice grips and stuff, but they definitely are long and give an extension to your thumb, which feels a bit of a stretch. And they're not adjustable. They unscrew. Oh no, they are adjustable, but they seem to only get... Let's see if we can make them shorter. No, that was the shortest position. So if you look, they're adjustable in that there's 2 parts that unscrew, a lower and an upper, so you can raise it and then lock them against each other to get that exact length that you want. But overall, I think everyone would find these long these days. It's a big boxy thing. These are size 9 gloves for my hands, and you can feel, I can get the thumb on them, it feels okay in the hand, but once you have to stretch to these switches, these two aren't too bad, but look how much hand movement I've got to do to get my finger on those. I've really got to change my elbow position and sort of loosen the grip on the controller to get to them. So they're not particularly intuitive. We've got a DR switch. We've got these 2 pots here. I'm not sure what they do, but they look to have a symbol which shows they increase if you turn them anti-clockwise, so they may be rates. This is your power switch, nice big toggle. And I don't know why I've got a battery test switch. There's no cell in these, I mean it's long gone and died. But that maybe just puts an artificial load on the battery so you can see on the gauge how much that's draining it down to have that load on it. And then you can get a sense of how low your battery is. Having full power in these analog controllers is quite important because it really affects their range and ability to control and reach the receiver if it didn't have enough power in the battery packs. Right, on the top you've got CH5 on off and a mix switch, and then probably a mixing pot for how much you want it mixed one way or the other on that channel. Then these I think are a few blank tabs, so you could have maybe different configurations of this controller had different pots or switches in them, or you can add your own, which is quite a nice touch to have some spaces to add features on at a later date or that you feel you require. Now it's a very pretty looking controller, got a really particular style to it from the era. Probably took a lot of cues from Japanese stereos of the time, and I think they hit on something. They were a hit around the world. This is nice stuff. I do love vintage controllers. You get a sense of the era, different materials being used at the time, the care of construction, the value. These plastic stands are quite nice, so that you wouldn't scratch the aluminium if you put it down or to rest it. Now, importantly, this is a transmitter that has a removable module section, which means you should be able to quite easily convert it to a modern 2.4 standard or change it for your region. Now this looks like not a standard Futaba module. You know, there's many pins there. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 pins on that. But you should be able to work out which ones you need to do a conversion. And then behind here, I don't know if you can see, yep, you've got your reverse switches. And the sticker saying this was supplied by Max Models with a serial number. So yeah, there we have it. Did you have one of these? Did you want one of these back in the day? Do you want one of these now? I mean, it's a great showpiece for yourself or to show off down the club, especially if you can actually fly an aircraft with it. That's lovely, and it took me a long time to find with this controller. So let me know what you think in the comments. Futaba FPT6JN. Now just a brief look at the receiver that came with it, because this is not the conventional series of receivers I've seen come with vintage Futaba radios. This is a bit different. It's got much more of a block profile. Get some quick measurements on it for you. Uh, 24 by 41 by 48 millimeters. Max model sticker there again. And interestingly, where you normally have all the plugs on the top where you can see them, these are on the side. So that obviously would extend the space you needed to put it in, because if it was stuck down, you could put them in the top. But this, you need space for your wires to go in the side. It does look very good from the top. So there you have it. That seems to be linked to that module because it has the same codes corresponding to the module, so maybe that's a special system they had going on here that wasn't too transferable across the Futaba series. Let me know if you know. Nice bright red wire on it.